Good morning, Dan from Rhubarb Car Sales. Welcome back to the channel. Saturday morning. I didn't really expect to be here this morning. I'm kind of having a day off. I was going into town and getting some last minute holiday bits because I go away this week, and then it's girls' gala at school, so that's what we're supposed to be doing today. But I got a call on my Skoda Fabia last night. Nice chap coming from an hour away. Love Skodas, had Skodas, all his last, God knows how many cars have been Skodas, the last 9 cars or something, I think he said. He's had a Skoda Rapid back or Fast back or something, Space back, something back, Space back I think he said. I didn't really know what they were, but I'll have a look at them. But unfortunately it's been written off. Sounds like he's very meticulous with his cars. He said, "You should see my car, it was immaculate, he could eat the dinner off the engine," all that kind of thing. He'd been to see another one. He said, "I've been to see another one, it was disgusting, scratch on the backside." And the guy just shrugged his shoulders and just said, "Well, it's reflected in the price." And I said, "Well, I said, look, I'll be honest with you, this is a 10-year-old car." I said, "I wouldn't describe it as immaculate." I said, "It's very good, very clean and tidy for its age and mileage." I said, "It drives well, nice colour." He did ask about the service history. I said, again, there's not much service history. I said, there's only 2 stamps, 2 invoices from Skoda. I did say I've just printed I've gone into the old MOT certificates, and I can see where it's been MOT'd, but they're shut today. So I did say I'll ring round the garages where it's been MOT'd. I said, 'cause there's obviously some service history, but because it's had advisories on the previous MOTs for like discs and pads and tyres and such what. So it's obviously been serviced, and it runs and drives really well. It's just some people just drive the cars, they don't keep the paperwork, they don't get the book stamped. I think this is one of them cars. It'd be great if it had full service history. Of course it would. But it doesn't stop it being a good car. However, so like I say, I've been honest with him. I said to him I'd come down this morning and send him some close-up shots of any damage that I can see on the vehicle. So I've sent him a picture of that alloy, said there's a scratcher on the alloy. As you can see, lovely looking car. Looks fantastic, nice colour, clean and tidy, no major damage to it. I sent him a picture of this here, said there's been previous touching along the bumper there and a bit lower down. Don't really see that one with it being so low down. So I sent him a picture of that, sent him a picture of that alloy, a scratch on there. And that was about it, I think. There's a few other little marks. Oh, that scratch there was a scratch on the backside, just there, look. But I've managed to polish most of it out. So anyway, like I said, I didn't particularly expect him coming, and I did think, well, maybe an easier buyer will come along. But he did say on the phone, "Oh, I like you, you sound my type of guy." So after I sent him the pictures this morning, he said, "Great, I'm on my way. I'll see you in an hour." So I have to get my skates on, cancel the school gala. I'll try and get to that later on, and see how we get on with the Skoda. I think he'll buy it. It's a lovely car, to be honest. I loved it as soon as me and Rich liked it when we saw it in the auction, and when I drove it home I loved it. I said to my wife I could quite happily live with that. It'd be a lot cheaper to run than my Volvo, and it does everything that the Volvo does. And I love the colour, but there's really good profit in it, there's a really good margin in it, so I can't keep them all. Reverse sensors, nav, nice spec. So we'll see how we get on with that one. I've got a lady who drove the cash car yesterday. She liked that. So I think she's having that on Tuesday. She's got her money together. She's going to come back on Tuesday and get rid of that. That'll be a nice one to get away because it's been here a little while. and it's just been a headache, to be honest. We've done loads of paint on it, we've done the wheels, we had it serviced, it had a glow plug fault, it had a tyre pressure sensor fault, and then we got all that sorted, and then the fans, the aircon stopped working, so I've paid to get that fixed. And then when we went on a test drive yesterday, that weren't working again. So even we've done the blower motor, so he now thinks it's going to be the something else he said. I can't remember the word what he said. So that's got to go back to get the blower fixed. I want to get that out the door before I go away on Thursday. So I've spent £2,000 prep on that. So we're breaking even on the cash guy, but it's fine. You just have to get that money back in, buy something else and move on to the next one. She has got a nice little part exchange coming in though. Looked really scruffy, little Fabia, 10 plate, decent miles, had no wheel trims on, scratches around scrapes and scratches around the body. But I think it'll clean up really easily. I think it'll actually clean up really nice, set of wheel trims on, and it'll make a nice little car, that. So hopefully we can make a little bit on the Part X. These are all serviced, MOT'd, ready to go now. Toyota's fantastic, that flew through yesterday. I've got somebody coming on Monday for that. I'm trying to get them to take it before they go on holiday. I said to them, when you come in Monday, I said, just be aware I'm going away Thursday, so come prepared to take it. I said, if you want it this week, just come ready to take it. And he said, oh, maybe we'll just leave it while you get back off holiday then. I thought, oh, just come take the car, please. You know, your son's passed his test, you want a car, just come and take the car. So we'll see how we get on with that one. I did say to him, it'll work better for me if you take the car. Yeah, I said I can just get it all sorted in one day then. It's another day's work when we want to come back a week after. That's another day waiting for them, booking it in, washing it again. So it is another day's work, you know. And I just think, would you do another day's work for free when you can just do it all on the same day? So we'll see how we get on with that. She seems keen on it. I think she'll have it. No interest on the 500. I've reduced that a little bit. I've put it down to 5795. Very low on the reviews. As I've always said with these, I think these are tricky when you get above £5,000. I think everybody wants a 500, but they all want them at 2995, 3495. I think when you get over the £5,000, and all the ones I've had have been above £5,000. I've always had nice ones that are low mileage, lounge spec, and they've always stuck around. I've never had any 2995 ones that have flown out. So yeah, I'm not too fussy. There's only a small margin in that one, and it's a nice car to have on the pitch, but I don't want it here forever. And this one's just been here forever. I had a couple of bits of interest, a couple of bits of flaky bits, but again, I've reduced it down to 3.5, and it's had the cam belt done. That's a cheap car at 3.5 with cam belt done. It was initially 3995 with the cam belt extra, and then ended up doing the cam belt. Then I've put it down to 3750 or 3850, 3750, and down to 3.5 with cam belt done now. So that's a cheap little car. The little blue C3, we put that in for test. It failed on a bit of welding on the sills, so that's gone over there for the sills doing. But otherwise, pretty clean. It had a couple of advisors. Can't remember what it was now. Swivel pins, something like that. So we'll get that in next week. And yeah, we need some more stock really. So I'm hoping to get money back in for the Yaris. That'll be a nice 5.5. That's £6,000. And this is 6295, this Skoda. So if I can get them three gone this week, I'll only be left with two Fiestas 500 and two Fiestas, two 500s, 4 cars. So I really need to get some stock in, and there is some good stock on at the auction on Tuesday. There's a few really nice little bits, most of them red, weirdly. A red Ford car, a red Citroen C1, I think there were. A couple of little bits anyway, Fiestas and stuff I'm looking at, all this kind of stuff now. So But I haven't mentioned it to my missus yet. She wanted to come at 11 o'clock on Tuesday. Auction starts at 1, so it's going to be tight timing. And my missus is going to be stressing because we're going away Thursday, so... But I do need stock. It'd be nice to get some cars in so that we can all get prepped while I'm away. I could get rich on them, valeting them. I could get them all serviced and MOT'd while I'm away so we can come back and hit the ground running. But I shall play that one by ear. I'll see if I can get over there Tuesday. Yeah, so I'll let you know how we get on with the Skoda. Fantastic, yeah, smashing. Great news, the Skoda's gone. So that is lovely, lovely sale. Lovely people as well. Probably the nicest customers I've had for a long time. They were so nice. We've travelled over an hour and odd away. We looked at an awful one the other day that was just minging. Like I say, we're a car fanatic and a Skoda fanatic. He showed me when he pulled up in his Skoda Rapid, he said, look at my engine bay. Anyway, I didn't say anything. Thankfully, Rich does the engine bays when he valets my cars. So when he popped the bonnet up, I was just putting my Hoover away. He said, Dan, fantastic, absolute top job. Look at that engine bay, exactly the same as mine. So massive thanks to Rich for doing that. He was well impressed with how clean the engine bay were, impressed with the condition of the car and how it was presented. So we had a right good chat. Really happy with that sale. Good profit in it. Nice people, nice car out the door. Right, I'm going to get on. I need to get to the school gala. Thank you. Catch up soon. Good morning. Sunday morning. So we got rid of the Skoda yesterday. The Skoda went. Back down this morning. I got home from the Skoda and got an email on the Fiat 500L. So I got somebody coming to look at that this morning. So yeah, really busy at the minute. So the Corsa in the week, Skoda yesterday, hopefully the 500 goes today because I've just been having a look and that's been the end of March we bought that, we serviced and MOT'd that. So March, April, May, June, it's been here at least 3 months, coming up to 4 months, so that's been here a little bit longer than I'd have liked. It's a funny one because it's had little bits of interest but never really gone. So, and it strangely it drives really well and it looks really well. So we'll see how we get on this morning. So what were I saying? Oh yeah, man. So Corsa in the week, Skoda yesterday, 500 today hopefully. Somebody on the Yaris tomorrow that sound very keen. And the Qashqai is going on Tuesday, which would leave the 500, the Fiesta and the other Fiesta. It'd leave me 3 cars before I go on holiday. I don't think I'm going to have time to restock this week either. I did get offered another 500 yesterday, a black one with 110,000 miles, so I might go grab that just to fill the pitch up a little bit. Yeah, busy, not complaining. Right, let's get this pulled out. Just noticed I've actually bought a new set of plates of this. I didn't need to really, them plates are okay. But I have got another set of plates inside, so if I get time I might put the new set of plates on. Right, let's get this washed. So just while I've been washing the car, I've been thinking about what's caused this sudden spike in sales. Obviously we were really struggling before, selling a couple of cars a month, cars were hanging around for 6 months. But at the minute, we're absolutely flying out. Like I say, I've done about, if I get the Yaris away and the Qashqai away, I'll have done 5 cars this week. So, and now, to be fair, I have been doing a lot different stuff. So I've changed how I took pictures. I've taking more time editing the pictures, putting filters on, cropping them, things like that. I've also changed how I do the video walk rounds. So I used to just do, the trouble with Facebook Marketplace is you can only put a minute video on. But I've been doing sort of 4 or 5 minute video walk rounds with talking on them, showing people the service history, etc. That seems to have worked. The other thing with Facebook marketing was I was only uploading the adverts to Facebook Marketplace, and what I realised was I'd not joined loads of local car selling groups, so I went on and I just put like car sales West Yorkshire, cars for sale under £1,000, cars for sale North Yorkshire, cars for sale South Yorkshire, and I added myself to 20 different car selling groups. So now when I upload my adverts to Marketplace, it goes into all these 20 car selling groups. I have noticed a lot of my customers have been coming from Barnsley in South Yorkshire, so that's obviously helped, and that's free, you know, that's free advertising. So there's pictures and editing, video walk rounds, Facebook groups. I've also joined eBay Motors Gumtree, which was a free trial for a month. That cost me £250 a month now for 5 cars. So I've always thought, well, if I sell 1 car a month for that £250, it pays for itself. And to be fair, that's been doing okay. I've been definitely getting at least 1 car a month off eBay Motors and Gumtree. It's obviously seasonal as well, so I've got to accept some of it is just seasonal. Car selling's always going to be seasonal. We're just in peak season. Although other car traders are struggling, to be fair. What else I've been doing? The new mechanics I've been using have been a big help. So I've been able to buy cars that other people can't buy because I've now got the confidence that I've got these mechanics on board who are happy to do anything for me. What's the other stuff? You know, like things like the Corsa. The Corsa was stuck there for 12 months, and it weren't until they came on board that I could actually have, you know, get that engine sorted, and that finally made a good car in the end. Rich has been a big help. Rich helped me with time and valeting, and also just transporting me around, doing simple little mechanic jobs for me, like fitting the exhaust on the note, getting the Corsa started. He was the one that worked out it needed a crank position sensor, so Rich is really really handy to have around. The paint men, they're ideal. They're on site, you know, next door neighbours, so I know I can go to auction and buy cars that need paint. You know, I bought that Fiesta over there that somebody had run a key. I knew it had keyed all the way down one side, so I knew it needed one side painting. But I was able to bid on that, knowing that I could get that sorted, so they've been a help. What else is there? Auto Trader I've come away from a little bit. I've stopped putting as many adverts on Auto Trader. I only put them on Auto Trader when they're struggling. What was the other big thing? Videos, editing, eBay Motors, Gumtree, adding myself to Facebook groups. There was something else I was going to talk about. Can't think of the other thing, but yeah, so I did recognise that we were struggling. Oh, prices. Reducing prices, just bringing stuff down, stopping doing the cam belts. That was the big decision for me. So this has had the cam belt done. This is one of the last cars that will have had the cam belt done. It was at $3,995, no interest at $3,995, and I priced it at that because you've got a £350, £400 cam belt in there. People can't get that into their head. People can't factor that in. Whereas like the Skoda yesterday, I put it at $6,295. Auto Trader valued it at $6,495, but it not had the cam belt done. But the guy never asked about it. He said, I've got the cam belt booked in next week. He knows that car was cheap enough to not have the cam belt done, and he could afford to go away and get it done. If I'd have done the cam belt on that and put it at $6,695, he wouldn't have come. So not doing the cam belts and offering it as an extra has been a big step forward for me. Just being able to price myself competitively. You know, like this is down to 3.5 now with the cam belt done, and now it's getting interest. what I maybe should have done with this is not done my cam belt, or what I would do with this now, if I bought this now, buy it, do everything that I've done, not do the cam belt, and put it at 3295. 3295 instead of flown out. So that's the difference now. I've recognised it. Pricing, I've just got to be having the cam belt done was my personal thing. As soon as I buy a car, I wanted to have the cam belt done, and that was always my bargaining tool. If I went to look at a car and it had not had the cam belt done, that'd be my sort of bargaining tool. Whereas him yesterday with the Skoda said on the test drive, yeah, I love it, Dan, what are we doing? Are we haggling, or is it a fixed price? And I said, well, to be fair, it's 6295. I said, I'm £200 under Auto Trader guide price. He said, yeah, you are. I said, it's at Auto Trader good price. The only thing I knocked him, I noticed on the test drive the aircon wasn't working, and I pointed it out. I said, the aircon's not working. I said, I'll knock you 95 off of the aircon. We were chuffed to bits with that, so that's fine. So we've got advertising, better pictures, Facebook market groups, eBay Motors, Gumtree, and pricing. So that's what I've been doing differently, and thankfully it's working, because we were at a point where it was just a case of, can we carry on? And now we're flying. There you go, I've just had a message from them just saying we're on the way, so I just thought I'd give you a quick walk round of the 500 ready. Just give it all a good wash now. Done my wheels, that tyre was a bit flat, so I've put some air in that tyre. Good looking little car, that, isn't it? I think that's lovely. Worst bit, that alloy's scuffed. There's some tape on that light's cracked, but it's gone through the MOT, and the parcel shelf's missing, if you've been picky. Again, if it were full price at 3995, yeah, I could do the light, could refurb that alloy, could put a parcel shelf in, but you're talking 50 quid, 100 quid, and another 50, you're talking another 200 quid, aren't you? Don't forget, I've already reduced the car by 500 quid. So that's how tight the margins are, guys. There's not a lot left in this one now. Maybe 500 quid profit. But if I do another 200 quid doing that, I'm just doing it for fun. So that's why I've got to be careful. The car's MOT'd, it's serviced, it's mechanically sound. Not had time to do them reg plates, but thankfully the ones that are on are good anyway. That's a nice clean tidy car for 350 quid. It drives cock on as well. Don't forget, it's only got 74,000 on it, which I think is decent mileage. The seats are Marmite. A lot of people have gone, ooh, wouldn't have them seats, but I like them. With a quirky car with a quirky interior, you can get. I did think about, I saw some black covers on eBay that looked pretty good, and they're only about 15-20 quid. I were going to put some black covers on, but I think that's a really nice dashboard, nice steering wheel, nice clocks, nice little centre screen. I think that's a nice dash. Like I say, I do like these. I would buy another. I think I've just overpriced it from the start. So I've just got to keep that in mind. Ideal dog cars, aren't they? If you've got dogs or kids or whatever, great family cars. I like the shape of them. I think this is the right colour as well. It looks good in this colour. Right, we'll see how we get on. Back from the test drive, 500 deposit taken, which is just gone sort of money out and insurance out. It's going to come back for it in the week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Really, really nice people. Really nice people. Come from Bradford. Didn't want to buy a Bradford car, and she'd seen mine, chuffed with the reviews and stuff online. Thought they'd come and see it, and yeah, just loved it. Just really nice, easy sale. They were downsizing from a big Mercedes, getting to pension age and just cutting the cloth, so they seem to be happy enough with this one. I'm trying to spin my camera around, but I've got a new phone, I don't know how to spin you around. yeah, I don't know. So there was somebody in my comments last week saying that one of my sales were a bit fishy because I didn't seem too happy with it. So unfortunately, I can't spin you around, but there you go. I'm doing a little dance. I'm doing a little jig because I've sold a car. Otherwise, it's a bit fishy, apparently, if I don't look happy about it. I am happy about it. Like I say, that's I might not sound happy, but that's just my voice. No, I can't do it about that, unfortunately. It's just how I am. Grumpy old git. But friendly at the same time. A friendly grumpy git. So yeah. Happy to see that go. Like I say, it's been here since end of March, so that's a good one to move on. And it's gone to nice people, so I can't fault that. They did... obviously, I told them about the parcel shelf, the scraped alloy, and this tail light. I did say I can't do them because I've reduced. I said if it was £3,995, I'd do them 3 bits for you. I said, but obviously I've reduced it by £500 now, and I've done the cam belt, so I can't do them. But they were happy enough with that. They went away, put a deposit on it anyway. Anyway, when they went away, I did get soft, and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to replace that before they come pick it up. Messaged them to tell them, I said, I'm just letting you know I have ordered you a tail light just so you don't order another one. She went, oh, we just literally sat on his phones looking now, so she's chuffed a bit, but I'm getting that sorted. 60 odd quid, but a lot of them were 100 quid to be fair, so I did well finding one for 60 odd quid. Again, it's just another little thing where I think, yeah, it's 60 odd quid, but she's going to be happy then. She's going to tell other people in Bradford how good this guy over in Wakefield is. It's going to be another good review, and hopefully that'll come back round. Hopefully I'll get that 65 quid back if she recommends me to a friend or family or whatever. Right, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to go home. Thanks again for watching my channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Toyota Yaris with Monday morning now. Just had test drive on the Yaris. That one's sold. Not even had to advertise that one. Like I said, we had a lady interested in it from the start. As soon as I got it, she'd asked me to find something small, Japanese, low mileage. We had an Igo that fell through because the guy sold it before I got there. We had an Igo that would have been perfect for her, and that fell through. So then this came, and I didn't know what a budget were. This was £2 more than the Igo were going to be. I said, I don't know what your budget is, but you might be interested in this. Anyway, straight away, yeah, I love that. Very interested. She's been this morning, put a deposit on the Yaris. I did want her to take it away today, really, but she says she's going to do it after I get back off my holiday. So she's going to leave a deposit and pick it up in a week's time. Something to do with insurance being cheaper if you book it. If you book the insurance for today, it's more expensive than booking it for a week's time. So, but at least I know that's to come back to. And like I say, I'm not in desperate need for the cash or anything at the minute, so that's fine. Yeah, very happy about that one. Nice little easy sale, nice quick profit, nice quick turnaround. Nice chunk of money back in the bank as well. That's £5.5 grand, that, so yeah, chuffed to bits with that one. 500 lady, she's coming tomorrow. I'm just waiting for that backlight to come. She did ring saying she could come today, but I'm just waiting for that backlight coming. And hopefully the Yaris lady's coming tomorrow, but I've got to get the fan blower fixed yet. Mechanic's coming to pick that up in the next hour. We need to get the fan thing working. I've got somebody interested on that as well, but he can't come because of work times and whatnot. So he's going to come when I get back off holiday. So there you go, that's the update. We'll have another look tomorrow. Once those two are out of the way, we're looking a bit sparse, aren't we? Oh, I've got the Citroen C3 back as well. So that failed. I had the mechanics look at the MOT on that. The failure sheet's there. Suspension component mounting both sides and headlamp aimed too low, and advisories on anti-roll bar linkage, ball joint, dust covers. So not a lot, so I've had both sills done and welded and painted blue. So we've had them done. He's done a nice job as well. I did say to him do a nice job, even though it's an old motor. I did want them all matching in, and he's done a cracking job on that. So hopefully that'll go through the test tomorrow. I'm really happy with that little car. I don't know what to do with it really. I suppose I'm gonna have to get it. Suppose I'm gonna have to get it up for sale, but I do want it going to the right person. It'd be nice if it went to a bit of an enthusiast, but I think C3 enthusiasts are few and far between. I think I might be the only one. So we'll see how we get on. Right, I'm gonna get this parked up and covered up. Hopefully I don't want to wash it again when I get back if I can help it, so I'm gonna try and put a cover on it. Right, sayonara. Good evening. We are on Wednesday, so I'm trying to get everything squared off before I go on holiday. Last minute dramas today, so I've got the lady coming to pick this up in the next half an hour. And as I said at the end of the last little clip, I'd agreed to do this light for her. So I've been waiting all day for my wife's been at work today, kids have been at school, been waiting all day for this light coming. Didn't come till 4 o'clock. By that time, kids had finished school. I did school run at 3:15. We were having tea and whatnot. Wife didn't finish work well 4, then she had to call at doctors. So I've just got down here now. It must be 10 past 5:15 now. Anyway, luckily this turned out to be an easier job than I expected. It's only one, there should be 2 of them. There's one missing, to be fair. So that's the old light that I've took out, but it's just literally one of them on there. So I didn't even need any tools. So she's on her way. So I'm just going to clean that out now and get that light back on. And then Qashqai, that's been a nightmare today. So blower motor stopped working a couple of weeks ago. So I got the lads to fit a new blower motor. Then on the test drive it stopped working again. So we've took it again to fit a new resistor now. So I didn't confirm with the lady that it were going to be today. I said it should be ready Tuesday, but I didn't say for definite. Anyway, she texted me Monday night saying, I've cancelled my insurance for Tuesday. I'll see you at 4 o'clock. I'm like, lads hadn't even picked car up. This were on Monday. So I quickly rang mechanics, said, are you coming for this Qashqai? Yeah, we'll come get it today, mate. I said, right, I've got lady wants it tomorrow by 4 o'clock. Right, okay, well, we'll push it to front at queue. So they came last night, picked it up. They've had it today, they've took it apart, they've took the old part off and they've been waiting for the part. She's been texting me all day. I've been honest with her, I've said, look, they've got the part off, but they're waiting for the part. I said, it might be Wednesday. Well, what am I going to do for insurance? I said, well, I'll have to put you a day's temporary cover on, I'll pay for your insurance for that day or whatever. So I've been keeping updated all day, just my lads all I've had from the mechanics is we're just waiting for part, They've promised us it will come before 5 o'clock, it's an hour's job to fit it, but we're just waiting for part. So anyway, I've just got down here now, 5:15. She's texted me saying if we had any news, did the part come? So I text them. Long story short, the part's done, the car's ready, we're on my way back with it now. So she's coming in the next hour or so to pick, so I can get this 500 and the Qashqai out of the way today. But I hate last minute dramas like that, honestly. She's been on at me all day wondering if it's going to be ready, and it's just out of my control. Nothing I could do about it. Right, I'm going to get on because I want to get this light put in before the lady turns up. So that'll be me sort of done then. I didn't go to the auction today. I decided it was going to be too stressful buying cars today, picking them up tomorrow when we're going on holiday late tomorrow night. It'd just stress my wife out. So I decided to leave it. Otherwise I think I'd have been getting divorced or having a very miserable holiday. So yeah, like I say, looking really sparse down here now. Qashqai's on its way back. This 500 will be gone. Big gap there. That's sold. She's going to pick that up when I get back. So I've just got that Fiesta left. That Fiesta, that 500. I've got the C3 back. That's going in for MOT tomorrow, retest tomorrow. And then I suppose I need to do something with these two really. I might, somebody asked me in a week how much is a Mondeo, so I suppose I should really sell the Mondeo and I should get rid of this, and then that'd clear up lots of spaces for new cars. So I'll end this video here. That's how this week has been. Absolutely chock-a-block. I am ready for a good holiday now, ready for some family time. And when we get back, we will hit the ground running. We'll get some new cars in, and see what dramas unfold in the future. Thanks guys for watching. As always, please keep liking, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and just keep commenting. I always appreciate your comments. Thank you, keep safe, speak to you soon. Right, the 500 and cash guy's just gone, so I thought I'd just quickly show you around the Part X that we've taken in. Little Fabia. Looks quite scruffy on outset, but I think mainly it's because of wheel trims. I think if we get a set of wheel trims on and clean that up, make a nice little car. I don't know, I haven't been in it yet, I haven't looked. Scrape on that bumper. Set of trims on, good valet. Some more paint needs doing on this side, I think. Oh, scratch down there. It's actually coming out with it wet, so that might polish out. I think a lot of that will polish out, to be honest. But we've got that bumper corner. Oh, that back bumper's pretty scruffy. All depends with this one. Do we service and MOT it, get it through an MOT, and leave the paint as it is and sell it cheap? It's worth $19.95 if it's mint. So it's either service and MOT it and do the paint and put it up for $19.95, or is it just a little cheapy? Do we service and MOT it and sell it as it is, like, I don't know, 1,500 quid, and just let it go cheap? Let's have a look inside and see what we've got. One key, and it's not a remote key either. Horrendous inside. Ah! She did say she has dogs. What are they, peanuts? I think they're peanuts. Oh my God, look at that. I think I might book Rich in for this one. Dog hairs. Honestly, this is the first time I've looked in this. That seat's horrendous. I have given way too much money for this. Oh my God. Oh, this is the worst car I've ever had. Worst car, and that is saying something. She left me some change. Look at that. Oh, I'm keeping that because I have given far too much money for this. And I looked, the thing is, when it turned up, I thought it looked like a 250, 300 quid car. But then we were stood outside and I looked on We Buying a Car and it said 1,000 quid. So I thought, oh, bloody hell, that's worth more than I expected. So I said to her, oh, it's coming up at 1,000 quid on We Buy. I said to her, what do you want for it? Oh, I have no idea. And I said, oh, looked on We Buying a Car, showed. I said, it says 1,000 quid there on We Buying a Car. If you want to take it to them, you can do. I said, but obviously it needs bodywork doing, wheel trims and that whatnot. They're going to knock you down. So I went with 600. Oh God, look at the back seats. So I went with 600 quid. I've give 600 quid for this, which is £600 too much. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to get in it. That's filthy. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. So I said 600 quid, and she said, and I looked on Auto Trader, it said 19.95. So I thought at 600 quid, if we get through service and MOT for a couple hundred quid and do 400 quid paint, I've sort of got 1,200 quid, sell it at 19.95. Yeah, this is going to take some work. For God's sake. I should have looked inside. Chewing gum. Filth. Jesus Christ. It should have been 300 quid. Ugh. I hope it drives all right. Oh, I can't even sit in it. Oh, look at that. What is this? It's like a bloody biology experiment. Oh, too polite. Please start. It starts. No lights on dash. That's a good sign. It sounds alright. I'm getting a paper mat to sit on, or a mat. Right. Let's have a spin of this wonder machine. I can't even give it to my... it's booked in for bloody service. I've just realised it's booked in for service and MOT tomorrow. I can't give this to my bloody mechanic. He'll go mental. Please have a clutch. We've got a clutch. That's okay. Mate, no wonder she wanted to do deal. Oh, clutch is alright. You know what? It drives well. Right. We're into second. We've got brakes. It drives a lot better than it looks. Let me put a window down. Windows work. Blowers work. Radio works. This is my biggest project ever. I think mechanically it's fine. No service history, 1 key, 2 keepers. Oh, it drives, thankfully drives alright. There is a car here. I just need Rich to work his magic on it. 80,000. I'm just going to have to dump this on my mechanic tomorrow and just run away. I'm just going to have to throw him key and run away. Let's see how we get on. Right, I'm parking it down here in Deaf Corner.